Good afternoon, everyone around the world. Welcome to the Olga Show, the show where you can get inspired and motivated by some absolutely outstanding people. Today's theme, as you can see, is how to rockstart your business 2021. And of course, I have some phenomenal guests with me on the show today. His name is Florian Eberhart. This amazing man is based all the way in Barcelona right now. And I'm also channeling to you from Gran Canaria. Anyways, let's go back to Flo because Flo will give you today lots of value. Flo is a keynote speaker. He's also a master in sales processes and systems. He is the one who was his talk about how to leverage growth of your business via LinkedIn. Moreover, Florian is helping businesses and purpose-focused coaches and consultants to leverage their own growth via LinkedIn and social media. So you can see today's topic is about how to rockstart your business in 2021, and who is not Flo is the best person to talk about that today. Flo, I'm so excited to have you in my studio today. Thank you so much for giving your time and your availability and of course your wisdom to all of us today.
Wow, thank you for that introduction, Olga. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to speak in front of you guys and just for everybody who's tuning in and listening in. That's amazing. It's awesome. So thank you, Olga, for giving me the chance. And just let's have a really powerful, valuable conversation and just provide and share what we can.
Absolutely. Many people, as we all know, struggled in 2020 in terms of businesses, right? In terms of self-employment as well. So I think 2021 is the year when we should pivot our business, when we should just take it to the very next level. And when, if not now, we need to really rock start them. But before we go into lots of value and lots of tips and tricks from you and wisdom, I would love to actually ask you to share in a few words, maybe your journey. How did you end up in doing this? Because it's something what is very niche, very unique. Not everybody knows how to do that, and it's something what you should accumulate so much knowledge across so many years. So how did you end up doing what you do now?
What an amazing question. Actually, it's quite a bit of a story, but let's keep it as straight as possible.
Thank you.
So basically, I started out doing something like completely different, apart from business and from sales. I started out studying physics and went into science because I have this innate curiosity. I just want to know why we're here, the basic questions. And but it was for me an amazing learning experience, and I learned how to solve problems, how to systemize, and this is the main learning I got out of it. And I knew quite early on I wanted to go into business, and I was lucky. I had two mentors who advised me and guided me a little bit in my early business years. And they told me, Flo, if you want to go into business, you need to learn how to sell. And I was like, okay, someone who is very introverted, writing simulations about how the solar system got formed, all of a sudden has to go to do sales it's quite a task to retrain your brain. And I was like, okay, let's go on full on. I'd like to jump in the cold water. I like to do this. And I went into, let's say, a boiler room environment. Like probably all of you saw the movie Wolf of Wall Street. This is how I learned selling. I had to do 100 plus cold calls every day, calling CEOs and directors of asset management companies, trying to pitch them and selling them like high ticket product. And for me, it was all about learning. I just wanted to learn. I had the best. It was a great company. I had amazing mentors there. And eventually, it was tough. I mean, I struggled. I was 8 hours a day on the phone, and 2 or 3 hours I was listening to the trainings and everything. So that were my days. And eventually, I became relatively good, and I had a team under me. And at one point, I decided, look, I want to do now my own thing, and that's why I started. So I went into business, went into the startup space, did my own projects here and there, and I really saw very early on that lots of amazing people have so much value to share from the startup world, the creative ideas, but also from the small business owners who just want to share, provide value, do training, do consulting. They have lots of value to share, but they don't know how to market it. They don't know how to get it out. They don't know how to do proper sales. So I was like, okay. And I started helping them. And So initially that was all very local, let's say Berlin, Munich, Paris, a little bit London, Hamburg, all these areas. And I was speaking here and there, and it was very local, and I helped them. And at one point I decided, okay, I need to educate myself further. I need to go to other countries. I need to learn. I went to Asia for a bit also to study Eastern philosophy, became a Qigong trainer. And I just wanted to learn beyond that. And it was a bit a challenge as well, because I needed to bring my offline business towards an online business. Offline was, I got all my clients through referrals and network. And all of a sudden I had to go online. Basically online. So I was like, okay, how do I do this? And how to specialize on this? And what I really learned is the noise level, if you come from an offline place to an online place, is so much higher online. There's so many more competition out there. I was a sales expert in Berlin. And online, it was all of a sudden there was thousands of sales experts. So I need to niche down. So I was really rethinking, what am I actually doing? What am I really helping them with? And I focused on LinkedIn. That's because I helped most of them. This was the red line, so to speak. I helped lots of them, if not all of them, with LinkedIn, and to building sales processes and to find clients and to market yourself, to build a brand, build authority. And that's why basically I focus now. That's why where I'm at. And now I'm helping really lots of purpose-oriented business owners, coaches, consultants, and people I connect with who provide amazing value to bring their word out, build their business, and create freedom for themselves.
Wow, I love your journey. And I must say, my favorite part is about you realizing, oh my God, now I have to go and sell myself. The shock to the system which you had from doing what you do to now go and sell yourself, to really implementing everything what you learn and going out there and being more visible. I love that. It's a perfect example how to change your perspective from now I have to sell myself to actually now I just want to be more foundable. I want to be now more visible. I want to be heard. My message must be heard. I love it. And by the way, we actually have here a message from Martina on Facebook. She says, this live is just what I need. Oh my God, how good is that? That's good. I love that. I love that. So I just was asking people where you're joining us from, and we have actually Rasik who is joining us all the way from Mumbai, India. Wow. How exciting is that? We are going global. Please, guys, do let us know where you're joining us from, because right now Florian is in Barcelona. By the way, how is the weather in Barcelona?
Today is amazing. I'm waiting to get off this. I mean, not that I'm not enjoying it. I love it to be here with you guys, but I'm waiting that I can go out a little bit in the sun. And but yeah,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all, because guess where I am right now? In the balcony outside in Gran Canaria. I love the weather. I love the weather. And actually, Mariam is joining us from Egypt as well. So that's beautiful. That means we are going global, and you're joining us from London, which is wonderful, because ideally we want this message to be heard around the globe. Please, everybody who's watching us right now, please tag somebody or share this, because don't you want to help your friend, your partner, your husband, your wife with promoting their business, with making their business more visible, right? So the way how you can help is basically allow them watch to this video, because Flo will share so many things. He already shared his own journey, how he changed the perception from I must sell myself to I will be just more visible. I will be heard and seen, which is amazing. So Flo, I wonder, what would be your straight to the point tips on how to really rock start businesses in 2021 in terms of visibility and strategy when it comes to social media? And I guess we can start with LinkedIn, because I know you're expert in LinkedIn. So what are your top tips on how you can be more visible, more foundable by your potential clients on LinkedIn?
Great question. So something I'm always like structuring it is like having 3 pillars. And it's not only always about visibility and foundability, but these are the basic two pillars. First, of course, you want to really get your presence right. Like, you want to really be crystal clear in your message, who you're talking to, who you're helping. And let's say you do trading, consulting, A lot of people who zoom in right, joining in right now are in that niche. It's all about transformation. You help your clients with to go from A to Z, transformation, and that you need to be crystal clear with. This is basically how this is what you present. I help you to go from A to Z, and to go this transformation, and that is the message you need to be crystal clear. And you can't spend too much time on this. Literally, I'm still doing this. I'm still iterating this for myself continuously. So get this message right, get that niche right, and that you need to put on your profiles, on your LinkedIn profiles, for example. That's the first pillar.
So hard, so hard. Before we go to the next one, because I love this first pillar, but here's the question. What is the best way to do it? Because you're right, it's such an ongoing process. It's almost like the personal development. It's almost like training your body. You never really stop doing that. But what would be the first thing? And may I just ask if my thinking is right here? Because my thinking always was, and I could be totally wrong, please tell me if I'm totally wrong, but my thinking is, do we need to stop and look with whom actually are we working, or what actually our clients are saying that we are doing? Or is there any other way how we actually can be more specific about what exactly do you deliver? But that's just my thought process. So do let me know if
I
I'm
think you're
going
on.
the right direction.
I think you're on the right track, and there's here and there a few help points. Let's say, for example, you're starting out. You have not had any clients. Then, of course, you need to first figure out, okay,
Yes.
what am I mean, you probably know, okay, I want to do that type of coaching, that type of training, that you kind of decide. But you have not any clients. So, of course, you start helping your friends, you start helping people pro bono, you start trying to provide value. That's the initial thing. And then you might also ask your friends, family, are you really good at, where you help them with. And if you get this feedback, then you start doing the helping people for free. And then something crystallizes. The more conversations you have, I'm always about this. Like, you want to go out, help, and then something crystallizes along the way. Oh, the feedback you're getting, oh, this is it. And then you see patterns and similarities. One thing though, I want you to pay attention to, because it's very easy to just get driven into one direction, which the market needs, but it's not aligned with you. And I know what I'm speaking about because I was doing that. Listen in to your inner voice. Listen in. Do you actually enjoy doing this? Do you like this? And this is really powerful, because otherwise you end up running a business, and the business might work, but in the end you're like, you're not fulfilled. So you want to align what you want with, of course, the feedback. Then you kind of align this and reiterate that constantly. And then, of course, the more people you talk with, you're trying to get people on the phone, you're trying to have conversations. And the more you do that, the more you see the patterns. And based on these patterns, you know how to market yourself. You know your niche.
Oh my God, I love that. You just said very, very clear, not only to those who actually already do that and they already know with whom they're working, already have clients, but also you just spoke to the heart of those people who are just starting out. And these people struggle most because they know they have to speak to their potential audience, but they don't know where to start. So I think that's very valuable, and actually so many people find it valuable. Somebody from LinkedIn, unfortunately I cannot see your name. If you could put your name, that would be great. But it says LinkedIn user says, thanks for this amazing session, Olga. You're more than welcome. But again, I'm just bringing this amazing guest and friend of mine, actually. By the way, maybe we should share the secret that actually last weekend when I was in Barcelona, before I went to Barcelona, we had this conversation. Oh, I'm going to Barcelona, packing my stuff. And you were like, but I'm in Barcelona. So we actually met in Barcelona, which was amazing. I had a great coffee chat with you, and we worked more on our collaboration, which is beautiful. But also we have somebody watching us from Ecuador, Dr. H.C. Washington. Pedroza says, hi, Florian and Olga. Thanks for the tips, watching from Ecuador. How amazing. My God. Wow. We're going global. Ahmad from Dubai, and Martina says Barcelona. I love that city. I'm from Croatia. Okay, so we're definitely going global, and I absolutely love it, including Anna. Anna is based all the way in Madrid. So Rasik says, this is so right that he is mentioning here. How and where to start is so important to know. Great insight. Well, it was only one pillar, guys, just one pillar. Are you ready for more? Okay, because I think what you shared so far is extremely valuable. Guys, if you haven't taken pen and paper yet, you should take pen and paper, because there'll be more tips from Flo. So far, first tip is take people on the journey from where they are to what you will do for them, like as a result, so people are aware from reading your profile. Is it right, Flo?
Yes, exactly. Like, look, the thing is, you should see, like, LinkedIn started off as a resume CV platform, and then it evolved more and more. I mean, it evolved into a hiring platform, then it evolved into a sales platform. Like, I know when I started off with sales, we were just trying to find clients and prospects there, and now more and more it becomes a content platform. It becomes a full-fledged social media, and that also like really represents the unique opportunity we have right now. But what you should see LinkedIn, your mindset has to change from my CV, my resume, towards my landing page. Okay, LinkedIn is not anymore your CV. You don't want to get a job if you're running your business, or do you? You want actually, be seen. You want to speak directly towards the needs and the problems and the solutions you have to offer to your future clients. So again, the clearer you are with your messaging, the clearer you understand them, the clearer you understand their problems, and do you understand it and can phrase it in a way they would phrase it in their head, the better you speak to them. And that's what you should put on your profile. This is how you stand out. And this is basically how it works. So this is the profile. Then the second pillar. Or you want to add something here, Olga?
No, I love that. I just cannot wait for the second one. I feel like I need to take some notes and the pen and paper. Please go ahead with the second pillar.
The second pillar is basically all about content. Now you have the profile, people land on your profile, and basically the profile should elicit them to read more, to learn more, to reach out to you. You want to put maybe a means there that people can contact you. Really good thing to do is probably putting a calendar link up there. That's the initial ways of steps of a funnel, but more on that later. And the second pillar is all about content. And this is where LinkedIn is so changing the whole sales landscape actually right now. I mean, in big corp, but also in small business owners worlds, because how was the sales 10, 20 years back? Well, you have someone interested, you talk to them, you put a proposal out, and then maybe they think about it. Maybe it takes weeks, months. You have to always follow up. Call again. Hey, I just want to check in. Write another email. And this was your way to stay top of mind. And at one point, it starts becoming annoying. Well, right now, the whole landscape changed in the B2B space as well through this social media platform, because now with great content, you can stay top of mind. These prospects, these people, they hear from you. If you provide great content, great value, they hear from you constantly, and they see, and your name, your business is top of mind in respect to your solution in their head, basically. And that's what you do with content. So with content you provide value. You build an audience and community, and you just share good stuff. And this is all a way to, in a way, follow up, be seen, and so on. So that's basically the power of the content. The other thing as well is the power of content on LinkedIn is I'm always looking, this is my physics background, but I'm always looking at pattern. My brain is wired for pattern recognition. Okay, so where is LinkedIn right now in the stage in terms of evolution compared to, let's say, Facebook or Instagram? Facebook and Instagram are much further developed as a social media. So LinkedIn right now is where Facebook or Instagram was, let's say, 2014, 6-7 years ago, in terms of development stage. What does that mean? Well, if you jumped on Facebook 2014, 2015 and provided amazing content, you had a massive organic reach. Facebook, the algorithm was pushing you. You reached thousands, if not hundreds of thousands or millions of people. And back then, when you put out regularly great content, good value, this is how the big people just blew up. Like some of you might know maybe Jay Shetty. He just exactly put in this opportunity. Lewis Howes as well. They were just really on it, and they just really made themselves big there. And then later on, Facebook, of course, like there was more content provided, and the algorithm geared down, and you had less organic reach on these platforms. And then you had to advertise. That's basically their means of making money. But the people who were starting out early on, they were actually really getting big. They had the community, and they still have massive businesses out of that, a massive following, a massive authority. Well, it was a window of opportunity, what I'm saying here. The same thing happens right now on LinkedIn. It's already happening since a year, and it's still happening. You have the best organic reach on the platform LinkedIn right now. Let's say apart from TikTok or maybe even Clubhouse, but you have probably even better still than Clubhouse, but you have the best organic reach on all platforms out there. What does that mean? In Facebook and Instagram, you have to put money in there. You have to put money in order to get seen. But on LinkedIn, just by great value, great content, regularly and consistently, you tap into this potential. And that's the power. So the sooner you start, the better. The more return on investment base you have. So I'm always pushing my clients, do more content, write something, do more content, leverage this opportunity, and you will reap the benefits sooner or later. So that's really something really important. And I think, I'm not sure if we have time to really dive into what content works and what doesn't work, but if you just grasp this, don't hesitate, just put content out there.
Yeah. Flo, I know it's a really good question. What is the good content? What's not? I definitely probably need another session on that. Maybe we should think about something like that. But I think what you're saying there is so important. Content, quality, and persistent regular content is so important. And I can definitely vouch for that because I had my own personal journey with LinkedIn. What was really interesting when I just started out, I remember, even though it was years and years ago, but I still remember it was so emotional for me, right? I remember feeling, who's gonna read my posts? What can I say that other people haven't heard yet, right? And I'm sure many people experience the same things. In fact, I wonder, those people who are here right with us right now, how do you feel about posting content, right? Where do you get the inspiration? Do you do it regularly or not, right? Because as you heard already from Flo, the second pillar is actually putting out there quality content on a regular basis, something that will serve, something that will help others. And going back to my journey, I remember once I overcome that first, who gonna listen to me? Second bit was, it should be perfect. Right? It was about it should be perfect. The video should be spotless. The text should be, everything had to be
perfect. And that
perfect.
holds you back so much. This is
yes.
But something I developed. This is a mindset strategy. Actually, I'm teaching. Go away from content creation towards documenting.
Yeah.
Documenting your journey. With that, you convey authenticity, and you don't give a damn about is it right, is it not right. Literally, the best performing piece of content of mine, I wrote down in probably 15 minutes somewhere in a cafe in the sun. Literally, I was just writing with my phone, took a screenshot on the notes, uploaded a picture, and done. And
yes.
100,000 views. And
I know. And I agree with you because it's exactly what I learned. The journey of being perfect was leading only to me getting frustrated. You take one video after another. You polish the pictures. You go through content 15 times. You find mistakes. You send to your friend, because obviously English is my fourth language. So sending to a friend to proofread, and then you just post something. It takes you hours and hours. And for me, the aha moment was exactly what you've done. You quickly just put something quickly without second thought. You just type something, put it out there, and you see, whoa, so many views, so many likes, so many comments. And not only that, people resonate with that, get in touch with you, and they come working with you. And for me, that was aha moment. Hold on. So all that perfect work, I was just wasting my time.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's it.
So painful.
That's
so
it. You
painful
just
lesson.
Also, you see that on a platform as well. Why do people, a lot of people, I hear even critics on that, oh yeah, LinkedIn now changes more towards being Facebook and so on. Yeah. But the thing is this, LinkedIn was boring. It was that. And it was, the content was very stuck up, very too professional. There was no human side to it. And LinkedIn actually pushed for that. LinkedIn pushed and enabled, incentivize people to be more human, show more,
Yes.
and
Yes.
stories, more vulnerability. Look, nobody's
Yes.
perfect. We're all human.
Yeah.
That is what people want to see. That entertains as well. And if you put there some value in there, what you learned, or what you want to teach other people, or what you want to help other people with, this is actually what really counts. It works. That's
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
yet, even right now, like right now, we are more or less most of the world is still like at home, and
Yeah.
we're losing touch. So let's try at least to use the means we have to just stay more human and connect more than just like being robots.
100%. 100%. Actually, we have very timely question here from Martina. Martina on Facebook, she asked, I just wanted to ask how different should be content on LinkedIn compared from Facebook or Instagram? If you are not business coach, I struggle thinking, will I be not enough serious for LinkedIn? Oh my God, how timely this question is. So over to you, Flo. What is your
Great
opinion?
question, Martina. So look, I don't know exactly what you're doing. I assume you're not a business coach. So if you're not a business coach, this is what you wrote there. Look, in general, if you could write already good content that performs on Facebook, the chances are higher and higher that it will perform as well on LinkedIn. The same thing for good content on Instagram. Okay, Instagram is still more picture heavy, but if you focus on the tags below, stories, for example, stories and easy to read stories with lots of space in between. People can just skim over it because people don't take much time. That you want to take into consideration. I always write in for rule of thumb, an 11 years old should be able to read it, and then you're kind of on a good setting. But if it performs already good on Facebook, chances are it will perform as well better and better on LinkedIn. So stories, anything that you can share, and don't struggle with, it's not too serious or whatever. I mean, okay, maybe you want to always put in a little bit of value. That you want to ask yourself, okay, what value is in there? What do I want to convey with this? Does it help people? What does it entertain people? That's it. You always want to have these two pillars in value and entertainment. If you can bring them both somehow a little bit in, some bit more value, some bit more entertainment, and you keep that balance, I think that's the way to do so. But to give you a hands-on advice, I need you to know your niche, what exactly you're doing, so can maybe give you here and there more tips.
I love that. And you know what I really love? The fact that you said, bring the value and entertain them.
Yeah.
I love that because we all like to be entertained. That was so easy. And I hope, Martina, that helps you. Please give us hands up or say whatever you want to say. If that helps and that answers your question, because we do want to provide as much value as we can. By the way, there's another comment from Dr. H.C. Washington Pedroza. He says, good message. Thanks.
Awesome.
Well, that's why we are here, because we want to serve as many of you guys as possible. Please do us a favor. Please share this content with at least one person. Sharing is caring, and your friend definitely will benefit from this session as much as you did so far. Okay, Flo, so I'm ready for pillar 3.
All right, let's dive right into it. Pillar 3 is all about having a proper either sales process or funnel, however you want to call it. Marketers call it more funnel, and the word funnel, I don't like to use it because it's overused and you're probably overly targeted by that word. But sales process, that's basically what it is. And what it is a step-by-step process that gets someone who doesn't know you towards paying customer. And you want to track all the sub-steps to it. That's sales process. So the example is this. There's lots of people with lots of influence, let's say on Instagram or other social media platforms, and they do not have a proper sales process. And then that's why they're struggling. And then on the other side, there's companies, big companies, tech companies actually, foremost I work with, who have a down to the dollar sales process. They have like all these steps, everything so thought through, but they don't have any authority. They don't have any visibility. And that's basically where the sales process helps to, if you have a proper authority, visibility, and the sales process, they work so well together. One without the other, you have just half of the business. So the third pillar is sales process, therefore. And I haven't seen like someone really focusing on these two sides there, or these three pillars, but they're so important, because if you don't have them, you don't have any predictability. And especially if you come in from a place where you say like, okay, you quit your job, or you were ex-consultant. A lot of our clients are, for example, within the big four consultancy firms, and then they say like, okay, look, I'm gonna do now my own thing. And they want to eventually go back to their income they had before, or even beyond, but have more freedom to create more. They basically need predictability. If you don't have a predictability in a business, if you can't predict, okay, that's how much I'm making, I'm probably gonna do next month, the month after, and you have no predictability in it, you're kind of gambling, and you kind of are held up in the air. And also this whole fear kicks in, and like the whole scarcity mindset kicks in and everything. So you want to have this predictability, and that is the importance. That's why you need to have a sales process, which gets a stranger towards paying clients step by step, and you want to have this tracking in place. One story I want to share there actually as well is lots of our clients, when the pandemic hit, like let's say March 2020 or so, even our sales went down, of course. But the clients who had a proper sales process, they really saw, okay, sales went down, but they saw, step 4 to 5, let's say if you have a 5-step sales process, there we had a drop in conversion. And then what we did, we said like, okay, you need to focus here. 4 to 5, they were of course more reluctant to spend money. The budget were lower into the corporates or whatsoever. They were more reluctant because they were scared. They were not knowing what's going next. So we focused more on creating trust. Maybe offer a free trial, creating trust, focusing more on testimonials and so on. We got their sales back up because we knew exactly at this point the conversion dropped. Now, people who came to me, Flo, my sales went down. I was like, okay, what was your sales process? What's your sales process? Guide me through. I don't have one. I don't know my numbers. So basically, they need to focus on everything. They don't know what to do, what to focus on, and that's why they lose a lot of time. And that's why they had much harder time to get back up, if at all. This is the importance. If market changes, if some things hit, you want to have this predictability where you can really see, here, this is where it went down. You want to have these numbers. And then you can say, like, let's focus on this. You have this laser focus.
Love that. So valuable. In fact, Martina, she says, yes, I needed to hear this info, how LinkedIn changes direction, and I need to catch this train. I will definitely use it for my book to sell it there. Because Martina, she actually, she already published one book, as far as I'm aware, and I think she's on the way now to write the second one. And Martina, please correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I remember. Well, Martina, I hope all 3 pillars will help you, because all 3 of them are so important. You can have great visibility, you can be all the way out there. And if you look at all these influencers and people who are visible, you hear about them everywhere. They have sales process. You get in touch with them, then you get a call with them, then you get more information, and then they take you on a journey, right? So it's important for you to remember, if they're doing it, there's a reason. There's a reason why they do it, right? So they do it successfully for years and years. So why not learn from them? That's exactly what Flo is telling right now about. First of all, make sure you show exactly what you do, the transformation. You show them from A to B what exactly clients will get from you. Second point is actually create quality content on a regular basis, because that will help you to establish your expertise. That will help you to show that you know your stuff. And the third pillar is actually about sales process. Have a sales process. I know we don't like this word sales. We don't like it. But guess what? Everybody's selling. Even when you go on a date, you sit in front of each other or you walk alongside each other, depending, COVID-19 and not COVID-19 dating scene, right? And then you still sell yourself. You sell yourself. So I think
all
we
the
just
time.
need to forget, exactly. We need to forget the feeling about sales. We just need to get a grip and understand I am sharing.
This is a big point you mentioned there. Like sales, the word is so negative connotated. And yes. I just ask you guys, like, just dig in a little bit deeper. Like, why do you think bad about it? What feelings does it associate? What feelings does it bring up? And where do these feelings come from? Who put it in your head? And then you say, like, okay, is it actually accurate? Is it mine, or is it someone else I just took on?
Yes.
Because it's like sales is just a word. In a way, what it is, like, you're providing, it's energy exchange. You're providing some value, and you're receiving value back. This is basically what it is. You get this energy flowing and moving. That's how I see it.
Yes. You said very powerfully energy exchange. That's exactly what many of my clients actually shift in, because very often clients come to me, and amongst all of them, they will have sometimes the same issue. In this case, if it is a business, they always ask me about how can I get better at sales? And when I ask them, should that be sales or just call it differently? It can be
Yeah.
exchange,
Yes.
energy exchange. It could be exchange of services. It could be exchange of value. And when you shift from sales to exchange, it becomes a lot easier. So you saw right there, it is about changing perspective, changing the way how you look at that. Well, and that's why, Flo, I'm so excited. Like, shall we share a little secret
Of
here? Do you
course,
think
let's
it's,
do
yeah, I think we should
it.
share a little secret here, right? Because I'm really excited to actually do the event with you together on the 10th of March, because I know that this is exactly what we're going to talk about, how to change people's perspective, how to make people feel easier about what they should do in the business, right? Because there's so many things that must be done, we all know it, but when we force that all, it becomes like a burden, right? Versus when you're willing to do it because you serve a mission, because you're on your purpose, because you know you're so aligned with your purpose, and because you have a vision. And then when you empower yourself with that strong, like, vision inside of your mind, and then you have a toolbox which you're all about, right? Like how to and what to do, then your business has no choice but only succeed in 2021. So I'm very excited. We're going to share some details later on. Flo, do you want to share anything about that? How do you feel about this? Because I'm
I'm
buzzing.
super pumped. I'm super excited. This is like gonna
Me
be like
too.
a value bomb. I cannot put it differently. because
I
because
love
this
that,
is this is
valuable.
this is exactly what it like. Look, I mean, we both have a little bit of a similar background and also the mindset. I think we're so aligned.
Yeah.
But the value we're providing is like from two different angles, and this is amazing because it just unites
Yes.
it. And we had a live actually this morning on Clubhouse. We're talking about
Yeah.
this, like, what is it? What is more important, the mindset, or is the process, the systems more important? And to be honest, like, yes, it depends on your stage, and even within the stage, there's different. This is how I see it. It's just like a stair function, you
Yeah.
know. There's times where you need more mindset. There's times where you need more processes, and that's it. You need both, and
Yes.
like that's basically it. Like, we had a few business owner on this morning, and I was saying like, oh yeah, initially I needed more this, but I had already the processes, and then actually I was lacking the process. I need more this. It's always
Yeah.
this, and I love this what we bring now out, this value bomb, let's say, and just like, yeah, provide lots of good entertainment and value.
It will be. It will be so
Yes.
exciting. I'm so looking forward, because I know it will be absolutely incredible. Well, I know how busy you are and also have a very tight schedule today. So I think we can call it a day, even though I could talk to you for hours. And I know you have so much more value to bring and to give as well. And your tips are always amazing. So thank you so much for sharing these
Thank
three
you.
pillars to how to break through in the business in 2021, how to rock start the business in 2021. I really value that. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody were having their notes and pens and papers ready, and I hope you made loads of notes, and I hope you will take some action. I'd say if you don't take an action after this video, you probably will never do it, okay? So don't forget, it's not only about learning what you have done today, but also what you're gonna apply. Martina says, totally, I worked on my mindset, now I need processes. Totally agree. It is a needed mix. Oh, beautiful. You see, people always say this stuff. And it's fascinating that people value the processes and also the mindset. So what we'll do, once we are ready to publish all the details, because we want to kill the suspense for now, we're going to publish this below this video. So check on, or also DM Flow, DM me, and also we, of course, will share with you the details. But I hope you will take some action from today. Please make sure you value your time. And today, by taking your time off your busy schedule, watching this video, you are promising yourself are going to do something towards that. So thank you everybody for watching us around the world. I love that. Thank you, Flo, for joining me from Barcelona. If there's anything you would like to add before we go, please go ahead.
Awesome. Now, just a big thank you. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, everybody who's listening in. And yeah, I'm so excited to share more stuff. So let's get it up.
I am so looking forward to it. Well, thank you so much, Flo. Really enjoyed having you in my studio today.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon. Definitely we're going to catch up soon because we have few details to discuss about the program which we're going to do. But until then, take care, and everybody else, have fun playing with these 3 pillars so you can improve your business. Mwah. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.